Hello all and welcome to another episode of Makina Moto Features. Taon 2023, nakita natin ang pagpasok sa isa sa pinakamalaking motorcycle brands na galing China. And of course, we're talking about QJMotor. Nag-launch sila sa Makina Moto Show noong April sa SMX and meron na rin tayong na-i-feature na kanilang motor. Also, naspatan natin yung kanilang napaka-high-tech at napakalaking planta sa China. This time, we check out yet another bike from QJMotor. Ito po yung SRV400. Cruiser naman tayo ngayon. QJMotor SRV400, lakas 37 horsepower, torque naman ay nasa 35 Newton meters. Weight is a very manageable 164 kilos. Yung seat height naman natin ay nasa 700 mm. So abutin naman siya. Suspension natin, telescopic upside down fork sa harap, and yung rear naman natin coil spring na oil damped. Gulong 16 sa harap, 15 sa likod. Tire brand na gamit are CSTs. Okay na rin. Makina natin 400cc ang displacement. So yes, pasok to sa highway. V-twin config natin, and as you know, if you're watching Makina, V-twin is one of my favorite engine configurations. Ganda rin ang tunog niya pag naka-open pipe. Liquid cooled tayo, syempre EFI and single overhead cam. Gas tank natin kasya ang 13.4 liters of fuel, at ang konsumo po natin depende sa timbang mo at kung paano ka magmaneho. You can go from a low of 28 kpl to a very tipid na 32 kpl. For a 400cc, this is pretty impressive. Brakes natin pasok sa safety, at least to standards that I would like to see in all motorcycles kasi meron siyang dual channel ABS. Kulay naman, we have orange, green, and black.
And around we go. Who could know when it ends so well?
QJMotor in the house, SRV400. What does this remind you of? Let's call a spade a spade. Harley Davidson. And if you're wondering, bakit may pagka-Harley Davidson yung ginagawa ng QJMotor? Like what I mentioned in my previous feature on QJMotors, they have a collaboration with Harley Davidson actually. Can you imagine that? So meron silang partnership with Harley Davidson sa mga smaller displacement bikes nila. So that's why they can come up with stuff like this. So right off the bat, what I want to commend with this motor is yung ating V-twin engine in a 400cc package. Well, it's 397 cm to be exact. But anyway, ang cute, di ba? 400cc pero naka V. So maraming natutuwa sa mga cruiser fans dito because of course V is V. Meron siyang tunog at karakter. Pakinggan natin yung tunog. There's that rumble. Although medyo muffled siya because of the muffler. Pero pag binuksan mo yung pipe nito with the V configuration engine, V-twin, Wala. Talagang may tunog siyang, well, cruiser Harley-esque na tunog. This one's a bit muffled. Pero ando na, 'di ba? Ando na yung pagka-growl niya. Meron na siya kagad na So can you imagine pag opened up na yung pipe na yan? Our horns. If I were to nitpick this bike, I would say this would be a bit underwhelming. However, again, we're talking about ang laro nito sa certain price point. That's why it's kind of hard to complain. Where in fact, I would request TFT display na sana na ganito kalit na cute na bilog, diba? But that's gonna drive the price up. And sa kulturang cruiser, sometimes analog ka, happy na lahat diba? This is something that could be an improvement pag TFT display natin. Or maganda rin as is, or even go back to analog. I think it will fit well with the bike. Ang ating ilaw, LED na po tayo sa harap. Nice touch there with QJ Motors. Pag tayo ay magba-bright, LED pa rin siya. That's our passing, that's our bright, that's our headlight. Turn signals are also LED. And our brakes, there, LED din. Teka, bagong-bago. Nauusi ako. Ayan. Now, to scrutinize everything here, paint quality, fender natin, solid metal, plastic. This is metal, plastic, metal. Good. In terms of build and quality, what can I say? I like yung ergonomics nila dito, yung linya dito, and how it just tapes up like that at a certain angle, para siyang whoop. And of course, forward controls po tayo. As you can see, it's a very comfortable bike. Seat, hindi ko na rin ito papalitan. Pero kung custom mode tayo, I'd turn that into brown. I also like how they avoided chrome. I'm not a big fan of chrome in bikes like these. Yung iba kasi, iko-chrome na to. Iko-chrome na yung mga, ito black, simple, ganda. Diba? No chromey parts at all. And I think that just makes the orange pop out even more. It would be nice also, although yung mags naman niya maganda kasi para siyang spoke. Pero kung meron tayong Rayos version nito, super ganda din siya. This part is also great. It's also nice. If you kind of take a look at it, medyo mahirap mag-pillion. You got this much for your pillion ride. And that's not going to be very comfortable. So what I would do, ditch ko na to kung di rin ako mag-aangkas para mas malinis pa yung bike. Insignificantly mas magaang, pero still mas magaang siya. I would also think that it would be nice to have lower handlebars, kasi if you look at the profile, kung mas mababa pa yung handlebars natin, that would also be great. But these are just custom options that you can play around with. As it is, it's fine. Of course, our engine is liquid cooled. Our tires, CST, pretty much proven. Maraming CST tires na dumaan sa Makina Moto features as well. Now, since mag-go all out na tayo, the only thing here that's not up to par with everything else would be the mirrors. I think kung bakal to na itim na flat black na anodized, wow, that's gonna be really, really nice. Or flat black na bakal na sobrang ganda na kung ganun yan. Yung parang gantong bakal. Pero i-encase mo dito. That would be really nice. Yeah, this is a nice little mini cruiser bike, QJMotor. And they're coming on strong. You know, ang papasok nila sa Pilipinas na mga variants ng mga motor na 22 variants. Can you imagine that? 22 variants. That's gonna make the price or the market or pag-shopping ninyo mas maganda kasi pag ganyan karaming motor na lumalabas sa market, asahan nyo bagsakan presyo ng mga motor. That's good for us mga riders. So, ang paglabas ng QJMotor ng SRV400, for me, at least as I see it, ito ay isang pag-flex kasi it's showing all of us na kaya nila gumawa ng iba't ibang klaseng genre ng motor. Sa Cruiser Neo Classic segment, ang mainam dito ay yung laki at gaang niya as compared dun sa mga talagang sobrang bulky na cruisers. Yung mga malalaking cruisers kasi, you know, that's just not for everybody. So, para sa mga taong mas type yung mas maliksi, mas malit ng konti, mas magaang, pero type pa rin yung looks, well, here you go. The SRV400. Tapos, V-twin pa. Ang QJMotor ay may alok na mapapaisip ka. Discounted price po siya ngayon at 288,000 pesos. Overall, quality is pretty good. And I think if meron tayong pwedeng tignan dito or if QJ can look into some improvements here, I think they can look into more integration sa mga mobile gadgets natin. I think that's going to be the future. I think also more projects showcasing yung pagka-customizable niya kasi pasok sa kultura na to. Mga little things that I would like to see here, of course, TFT display, and perhaps a little more variants here and there and more color choices kasi for now, tatlo pa lang ang kulay natin. And maybe in the not so far future, I mean somewhere in the next 2 to 3 years, Sana ang QJMotor, pati sa mga cruiser segments, mag-introduce na sila ng hybrid, I think. That is for me, the next step. Bukod sa talagang talon na sa electric, may hybrid pa tayong dadaanan that I would like to see with the cruiser segment. Ang QJMotor is of course part of Bristol Motorcycles or Bristol Group of Companies. Over 5 years na rin sila. So nalampasan na nila yung half a decade mark. And for me, if they're still here, then that shows on how resilient they are. Yung mga ibang kumpanya, and I've seen this happen, 2 taon pa lang, wala na. I see them come up in EICMA, 2-3 years later, they're gone. Bristol has been weathering the storm. Kung hinahanap mo magaang, maliksi at maayos na cruiser, do check out the QJMotor SRV400. This is Zach for Motor Features. Ciao!